Welcome back, friends. After yesterday's activity, the letters on your page should look like this. So please take a look and make sure you have these letters recorded. It looked like everyone did a really nice job matching up these words with their definitions correctly. I noticed a lot of friends did a good job with the word tangible, which is able to be touched, and intangible is incapable of being touched. So it has that in prefix that means not. You did a nice job. So if something is tangible, that means you can touch it. It's a physical thing that you can touch with your hand. So sometimes words like happiness or feelings, those are nouns, but they are not tangible. Tangible things are your notebook, your pencil, your table. You can actually touch them. Now, I also want to point out that we don't say that something is intangible just because we can't reach it. So if you were holding on to a balloon and you let it go and it flew off into the air, we would still say that that balloon is tangible because it is, we could still touch it, we just can't reach it. So that's tangible and intangible. Dormant is that which is temporarily inactive, like a volcano or a bear that is sleeping through the winter. Animals that are in a state of hibernation are dormant during that time. They are inactive. You might be dormant for a while if you're not feeling well and you just want to lay on the couch for a while. You're dormant. Dormitory is a place where people sleep, usually lots of people. When you go to college, you stay in a dorm, and that is short for dormitory. This word tangent means touching or adjacent. So if you make a tangent comment to something, it's sort of related to the topic. Sometimes you might be asking a question in class that might take you in a slightly different direction than what the lesson is discussing. So it's touching and it's sort of related, but it might take you off slightly in a different direction. We could even say your tables are tangent to each other when you're sitting next to someone. You could say you're sitting tangent to someone at the table. And finally, dormancy, a state of inactivity. So we can describe something as being dormant, or we could say they are in a state of dormancy when they are in that state of inactivity. Let's take a look at the sentences below and see if we can first identify the part of speech that belongs in each sentence. So the straight line and the curved line were blank to each other. That's not a verb at all. That's totally wrong. I think we need to describe what those lines were. I bet you know what that should be instead. Yep, that should be an adjective. Thanks for fixing that on your paper. Number 2, college freshmen often reside in a blank their first year of school. What part of speech should go in that blank? Yes, we need a noun to go in that blank. Number 3, before the accident, he had a blank feeling of coming disaster. What type of word goes in that blank? Noun, verb, or adjective? Adjective is correct. Number 4, the eruptive cycles of some volcanoes are followed by long periods of blank. Noun is correct. The praise was noteworthy, but the child was hoping for a more blank reward, like a new toy. Adjective. And finally, some animals are blank during the winter to conserve their energy. That's correct. Adjective. We're describing the animals. Next in the Edpuzzle, you're going to let me know which word you believe should belong in each blank. So follow along with the Edpuzzle and let me know which word you choose for each blank. You should also be recording those words on your page, everyone. You'll want it to look back at later when we do the unit review before we have our next assessment. Thanks, everyone, for all your effort today.